first example we're going to look at is given to us none other than Rafael Nadal. He is from Mallorca, Spain. His Spanish is called Peninsular Spanish. One of the major components of Peninsular Spanish is the pronouncing of the C and the Z as a TH after certain vowels. For example, difícil becomes difícil, vez becomes vez, and tercera becomes tercera. Now the spelling stays the same, but the pronunciation is different. Let's take a listen to Rafa.
Bueno, creo que ha sido un partido difícil, a la vez importante ganar ese partido. Creo que el partido está más o menos controlado, sobre todo en los dos primeros sets, pero se me escapó ahí el segundo set. El partido se volvió difícil y la verdad que en todo momento estuvo dudando hasta el último momento, ¿no? Hasta que consiguió el segundo break ahí en el tercer set, pues la cosa estuvo difícil. No, la preparación ha sido la adecuada, ¿no? Vengo estando aquí durante las últimas 3 semanas, un mes aquí ya en América y...
In the video I'm going to talk about some of these key differences, so stay tuned. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to begin this discussion by talking about one major difference in terms of pronunciation between Spanish or Peninsular Spanish and Latin American Spanish. It has to do with the pronunciation of the sound represented by the letters Z and C when C comes before the vowels E and I. In Spain, this Z and C are pronounced like the TH in the English word this, not as the S in sun. This phenomena is called distinción. In Latin America, the Z, the C before E or I, and the S are all pronounced like the S in sun, and this is called ceseo. So, the Spanish pronunciation of the Z is similar to the TH in English. Okay, some examples would be zapato, lázaro, plaza, corazón, cazar. Okay. L and doble L and Y, Y, can be pronounced in at least three different ways, like the Y in yes. So for example, ya no vivo en esa calle, ya no me llamo Guillermo, yo no me llamo Guillermo, ayer llovió mucho. They can also be pronounced like the S in pleasure, so ya no vivo en esa calle, yo no me llamo Guillermo, ayer llovió mucho, or more like the SH in the English word shoe. Ya no vivo en esa calle, yo no me llamo Guillermo, ayer llovió mucho. Okay. Alright, there are also certain differences in grammar. We've just been looking at differences in pronunciation, but what about grammatical differences? Differences, for example, in the morphology or the forms of words or verbs. Well, one major difference between the Spanish of Spain and that of Latin America that you may have heard of has to do with the pronouns and verb forms used for the second person plural address, like you all or you guys. In Spain, the vosotros form is widely used. You hear it everywhere. While in Latin America, it's almost never spoken or even written. Instead, the ustedes form is preferred, used almost exclusively. So you can see examples of that. In Spain, you would hear vosotros tenéis mucha suerte, whereas in Latin America, you would never hear that. It would be ustedes tienen mucha suerte.